To the town of our Frio rode a stranger one fine day. Hardly spoke to folks around him, didn't have too much to say. No one dared to ask his business, no one dared to make a slip. The stranger there among them had a big iron on his hip, big iron on his hip. It was early in the morning when he rode into the town. He came riding from the south side, slowly looking all around. He's an outlaw, loose and running, came the whisper from each lip, and he's here to do some business with a big iron on his hip, big iron on his hip. In this town there lived an outlaw by the name of Texas Red. Many men had tried to take him, and that many men were dead. He was vicious and a killer, though a youth of 24, and the notches on his pistol numbered 1 in 19 more, 1 in 19 more. Now the stranger started talking, made it plain to folks around. Was an Arizona Ranger, wouldn't be too long in town. He came here to take an outlaw back alive or maybe dead, and he said it didn't matter, he was after Texas Red, after Texas Red. Wasn't long before the story was relayed to Texas Red. But the outlaw didn't worry, men that tried before were dead. 20 men had tried to take him, 20 men had made a slip. 21 would be the Ranger with the big iron on his hip, big iron on his hip. The morning passed so quickly, it was time for them to meet. It was 20 past 11 when they walked out in the street. Folks were watching from the windows, everybody held their breath. They knew this handsome Ranger was about to meet his death, about to meet his death. There was 40 feet between them when they stopped to make their play. And the swiftness of the Ranger is still talked about today. Texas Red had not cleared leather for a bullet fairly ripped, and the Ranger's aim was deadly with the big iron on his hip, big iron on his hip. It was over in a moment and the folks had gathered round. There before them lay the body of the outlaw on the ground. Oh, he might have went on living, but he made one fatal slip when he tried to match the Ranger with the big iron on his hip, big iron on his hip. Big iron, big iron. When he tried to match the Ranger with the big iron on his hip, big iron on his hip.
I think that's going to be enough to do it. Appreciate you joining me.
Man, Mountain Link has once again totally outdone himself.
This is my little stamping stool. It's just a piece of cedar. The little eagles, I try to put my mark right there where the eye would be. keep stamping, hoping I'll get better. It's almost lined up. Kind of cleaned up in here. Got my butane torches. It's unlevel, so I have to level it. I use a level. I use a level to make sure stuff is level. My Harbor Freight temperature gun. It basically lets you know if stuff's hot. Cleaned all this area out here. Some of the stuff has got to find new homes. That's from when I worked at the cotton mill. It still had stuff in it. It was dated 1998. I cleaned it out yesterday. Put these legs up. Mounted it on that. So I have another workbench. Place to keep stuff. Put my toolbox over here. Miscellaneous stuff here. That's a bucket of copper. There's a whole bunch of copper behind my doodad box. Got Ling Ling the furnace here. A map gas. Junk back against this wall. Like I said, it's not finished yet. It's just started. I was intending to get a separate building, but apparently trees are made out of gold now, because the 2x4 is like $10. So we won't be doing that anytime soon. But we need a place to keep this stuff until then. There's the Devil Forge. I still haven't finished it. But anyway, that's the shop tour, such as it is. Oh, yeah. This is a piece of scientific equipment. And now it holds my camera, so that y'all can see when I'm filming. This is a $10 cabinet I bought from Lowe's. It returned from somebody else. Some handles I got at the flea market. And these are gloves, molds, those things I showed you the other day. There's some wax in there you're supposed to use polish and stuff. Crucibles. And that's pretty much it. This side's bottles, so I gotta clean it out. Alright, that concludes this tour. Goodbye. Thanks for watching.